Good morning, dear students. How are you? Maybe you all are fine. So let's start. Without wasting time, let's start today's work. Yesterday we have done factorization of quadratic polynomial. Today we are in the factorization of cubic polynomial. Factorization of cubic polynomial, we have to opt three methods. That three methods we have done earlier. The first one is remainder theorem. You all know about that. Middle term split method, the factorization of quadratic polynomial, and the division of polynomial, that one I have told you earlier. So let's start the question. I am giving you one example. We have one polynomial x cube minus 23x square plus 142x plus minus 120. I am saying factorize it. So let's px is equal to x cube minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120. What we will do, we will take ourselves some numbers. Suppose I am keeping 1 here, so we can check it for 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2, up to when 0 will come. Suppose if in P1 0 will not come, so we will check for P minus 1. And if for P minus 1 0 is not coming, so we will check for P2. Then P minus 2, like that we will check it. So we are checking for P1. We are keeping in the place of x1 here, 1 cube minus 23 into 1 is square plus 142 into 1 minus 120. 1 cube is 1 minus, when we will multiply 1 by any number, so that number same will come. 23 plus 142 minus 120. 23 minus 1, what will come? We will check here. So what 22 will come? Minus 22 plus 142 minus 120. Plus minus minus. When we will subtract 22 from 142, so what will remain? 120. 120 minus 120 is equal to 0. Now we are seeing that P1 is coming 0. So x, when we are keeping x is equal to 1, so what we are getting? We are getting 0. And when 1 will come here, so it becomes minus. Or we can say x minus 1 is a factor of Px. Now that one we have done. Now we will do the second things. First we have used remainder theorem. Now we will do the long division method. We will divide the polynomials. Now x minus 1 is a factor. So what we will do? We will divide Px by x minus 1. So let's divide. X minus 1 is divided by Px is divided by x minus 1, that is the polynomial x cube minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120. Now we have to equate x cube to x. So what we will do? We will multiply x by x square into x cube, x square into minus 1, to minus x square. You know that the sign become change, plus x cube will become minus x cube and minus x square become plus x square. The both will cancel out. Now minus plus minus, so 23 minus 1 minus 22x square. Though we have noted down the next term, that is 142x. So minus 22x square. Now what we have to do? We have to make x to minus 22x square. So what we will do? We will multiply it by minus 22x. Minus 22x multiply by x. So what will come? Minus 22x square. Minus 22x is multiplied by minus 1, so minus 22, plus 22x is coming. Now same, the sign become change, minus change to plus and plus change to minus. Minus plus minus, they both will cancel out. Now plus minus minus, from 142 if we will subtract 22, so we will get 120. 120x minus 120, so 120x minus 120, again sign become change. That 120x is minus 120 and minus 120 is plus 1. They both will cancel out. At last we are getting 0. So what is the quotient here? X square minus 22x plus 120. Earlier we have done one thing also. The dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Here remainder is 0. So we can write dividend is equal to divisor into quotient. So Px is the dividend and divisor is x minus 1. And what is the quotient here? X square minus 22x plus 120. X square minus 22x plus 120. Now we will use the middle term split method. We have to factorize the quadratic polynomial. So x minus 1. We have to 120 into 1, 120. So we have to factorize 120, that after doing addition we will get 22. 12 10 ja 120 and 12 plus 10 is 120. sorry 22. So now we have do like that. At last you can find x minus 1, x minus 10, x minus 12 are the factors of px. When cubic polynomial is there, so we will get 3 factors. If quadratic polynomials are there, so we are getting 2 factors. Okay. So I have done the first questions of question number 5 here. The first part, x cube minus x2 x square minus x plus 2. Px is equal to this. The first I have checked for x is equal to 1. We are getting 0. Okay. Then what we will do, with x minus 1 we will divide px. So we have divided here. Division you all know that. X square minus x minus 2. So at last, फिर px divisor x minus 1 into quotient x square minus x minus 2. Then we will factorize x square minus x minus 2. So we are getting that. Factorization you know that. Long division you know that. So that is your duty, that you will complete question number 5 and you will send me in my personal number. Okay bacha? Okay, so 3 things we will do. First we will use remainder theorem. As I told you, so first we will keep 1, then minus 1, 2, up to when we will get 0. जब तक 0 नहीं आएगा, we will keep the values. Okay, like 1, minus 1, then 2, minus 2, like that. Okay, when 0 will come, that one will be the factor of our polynomial. After that, we will divide with that factors to polynomial. Then we will write divisor into quotient, what quotient will come and from which the factor 1 we have got it. We will multiply, then we will factorize it. Okay, so these are the basic step of that factorization of cubic polynomial. So that is your duty, that today you will complete question number 5 of exercise 2.4, and today our exercise 2.4 is completed. So we will start next exercise from tomorrow. Okay, all the best. Stay in your home, stay safe.